Hey guys, it's Phoebe. So, my friend just texted me and she is almost here, and I decided to film this 15-minute makeup for you guys in literally 15 minutes because she told me she was leaving the house and I had not been ready at all. So, in real time, here is how I do my makeup very quickly and a few tips on how to get ready so that no one gets irritated with you making everyone else late. I hope you guys enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see y'all. Let's get started with this tutorial. So I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour and Highlight Kit, and I'm taking the yellowest, kind of darkest highlight tone, and I'm putting that everywhere on my face, everywhere on the kind of highlight areas of my face, so my cheeks, under my eyes, nose, forehead, but quite a big part of my forehead really, the chin and down the cheeks really, so kind of the whole face. I am speeding this video up just so that it is a little bit faster for you guys, but in total this did take me 15 minutes altogether. So I'm just blending that down the neck. I had a base of the NYX primer on my skin before I did the highlighting. Now I'm taking the contour shade, the lightest one, and I'm using a buffing brush to just blend that out. So I'm using a buffing brush because it's going to pick up less of it because it's fluffier, and that means when I blend it's just going to be faster and a bit softer. So when you're in a rush, I mean, the best thing to do is a soft natural makeup look, so that is exactly what I'm going for. And a buffing brush just means I can buff it everywhere super quickly and it'll give me that light contour without having to do like an hour's work on my face. So my hair started to irritate me, so I'm just tying it back. So I'm brushing through my brows with a spoolie brush, and I am starting to fill them in with an angled brush. I'm using a slightly fluffier, slightly bigger angled brush. This is going to mean that, you know, it fills the area out a little bit faster. So I'm taking a slightly lighter colour. I'm going in with this sort of sandy, warm, yellowy orange tone, and I'm mixing that with a slightly grey tone so that I'm creating a more blonde eyebrow. This just makes it, again, a bit lighter, and it means I can fill it in very softly without it, you know, having to take as much time. However, I still spend the most time on my eyebrows in this video. So I fill them in really lightly with that mixture of the both colours, and then I ended up going in with just the grey colour towards the ends of my eyebrows because I decided I just needed a little bit more. And if I was going to be late, it was just going to have to be. I actually ended up being on time, so that's really good. So brushing those through again with the brush just at the end, and here I'm going in with those two colours. As you can see, those are the colours I spoke about. And now I'm going in with the concealer from, well, it's the highlight from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour and Highlight palette. I'm taking the lightest one, and a very small amount, and I kind of brush it off on my hand before I apply it. Again, the less I'm using, the faster this is going to be to blend. And with whatever is left over on the brush, I just do the tops. And this is when I decided my ends just needed to be sharper and darker and much more defined. So that is what I'm doing here. And lastly, I'm cleaning up those edges with the concealer and with a nod of approval. And I'm just adding that end to the other eyebrow because I know once I do the concealer again, I'm also going to want to make that one darker. But I'm just making the very ends darker. And I'm just neatening that up and making it very sharp with the concealer, making sure they look like sisters. And I like to take my beauty blender just to blend that down onto the eyelid so there's no harsh lines anywhere from the brush. I'm going in with my NYX blusher in that very pinky reddish tone, and I like this for an eyeshadow because they're not chalky as such, but they aren't as pigmented as my other eyeshadows, such as the Benign palette. Therefore, it's just a little bit quicker to blend because it applies softer. So I'm using a fluffy brush from Real Techniques to blend that onto my entire eyelid, all the way up to the brow bone and underneath the bottom lash line. I then take the peachy blusher colour and I go in over the eyelid because I'm going to go in with a slightly golden, orangey, bronzy highlight colour, as you can see, and I just wanted that to match the base a little bit. So now I'm just patting that on. Again, I want the highlight to be quite soft, or I would put it on with my finger, but seeing as everything else is going to be softer, I only did the inner highlight with my finger and that palest colour in the highlight palette, which I also just put on the brow bone. And Cupid's bow, the nose, a little bit under the lip and the forehead, and of course the cheekbones, but I go in with my finger anyway on the cheekbones because I just like that highlight, you know. So now I'm taking the Sculpt from the palette and I'm taking an angled fluffy brush and I'm just blending that in all the contour areas and across my nose. So also the jawline and the neck, just to get that blend really good. And I had something in my eye. Mascara is going on next. I'm using a Maybelline mascara as always. I like this one because it's got the double sides and it's slightly curved. So one side's shorter to get the really bottom lashes and the other side's longer for your longer lashes, which I find very beneficial for me because my lashes do grow in layers and they're different lengths of different layers, so I like this one. It also makes it a bit easier for the bottom lashes with that curve as well. And I got it on my nose. Of course that had to happen when you're in a rush. It always does, doesn't it? But it was fine. It came off actually very easily, which sometimes, as we know, it really dries instantly. And that's kind of horrible. So here I'm going in with the lip gloss with a little light in it, taking the hair down, doing a bit of a tidy of the hair, and we are ready.